Hi, everyone. So I'm coming on here one more time today because I feel the need to speak of something. And if you've been following me, you know that I don't do this very often. Okay. You know that my messages are usually straight, channeled, or I relay those messages to you. And I don't really give my own personal commentary on these messages because I'm not meant to. And as I've said before, the reason for that is because Archangel Michael, who sort of guides me with these messages, whether I'm channeling him or not, has always told me is that it is not my job to influence people. And I truly believe that as to what to think or make with these messages. Okay. It is my job to deliver these messages in the way that they are. And they so that whoever receives them can interpret them in the way that they're meant to, or individually that they're interpreted in the way that each individual feels as though they need to. And the reason why he said this is because he knew that many are not going to be interpreting these messages in the way that they're meant to. And by doing that, they're going to learn something from this experience, okay? And I'm here to speak on it today. This is why I'm coming on here today. So what is it that I'm talking about here? Well, let me get straight to it. The messages that I've been putting out, especially lately, if you've been following me, you know, I have focused a lot on being open to allow for what is to come in, right? In order to allow for, the new golden era or the new era to emerge, or something better, a great change, all this great stuff, all this good stuff that we all want for ourselves, right? For us and for the collective, correct? Now, the one thing that I've noticed, especially in these past couple of days, is that so many of you, and I'm not speaking of one side or the other here, because this goes for both. So many of you have attached these messages, the meaning, or interpreted the meaning of these messages to your pre-existing beliefs, okay? Meaning, if you were on one side of the aisle or on this side of the aisle, you have interpreted, oh, this must be about her, this must be about him, or this must be about this, or this must be about that. And this is where you both went wrong. Okay? This is not about attaching the information that this higher guidance gives us to anything pre-existing, because what's already in your mind, is in your mind. This is not accurate. This doesn't come from here, and I'll tell you why. Your soul does not have a political affiliation. Okay, your soul does not care who's in office. Okay, your soul recognizes that change, even if you can't see around the corner, is worth waiting for and not responding to, okay? Your soul knows that whatever it is that is happening or has happened is meant to serve you, versus your minds are the ones who are upset or ecstatic, okay? Whichever way. If you're feeling either one, you are part of that group of people, that part of the collective who is attaching higher guidance to pre-existing human thoughts and beliefs. And if you're still doing that, then you're not doing it right. And that's what I'm on here to tell you, okay? Because if you don't do that, then you would not have been upset or happy. You would have been neutral. You wouldn't have cared. You would have been like, okay, let's see what's next. You would have been calm. You would not have, been or experienced any kind of elation or distress. This is why I'd say it goes both ways. So I want you all to think about that and to reflect upon your reactions to this political climate that we in the United States just had. Or if you're in any other country, do it with that. Or if you are ecstatic about the US election or some other election or something going on, it doesn't matter. This is to be taken not just politically, but to be transferred onto anything and all in your life. You are not meant to take these messages and attach them. You're meant to allow them to free yourselves from exactly that. And, I'm going to speak on something else now, which I know has been happening a lot and that I've seen. A lot of the other creators, spiritual creators, have done the same thing. They have attached this idea of a better world to a political candidate or to something. And I have to tell you, those people are not speaking from a higher guidance, okay? And I will stand on this until, without, changing my mind on this. It never, never, never comes with a person or a situation. Higher understanding, a better world, is not connected to a person or a situation or a government. It always starts here. It never goes external. And anyone who's trying to make that argument in the spiritual community isn't there yet either. Okay, and I will be the first to say this here, and I know some of you will come at me for this, but I don't care because I feel the need to speak out on that. Those of us who have transcended that part, we don't care. We don't care who's in office. We're not involved in following political developments. We do other things, but we don't do that. So take this information that I just provided you with, as you wish. I encourage you to comment on what it is that I said, but I really feel called to speak on this because so many of you are struggling or not struggling, or you're basking in happiness because you are still attaching yourselves to something other external, and that's not supposed to be. So you're not there yet. Bring awareness to it, catch it, and change it. Let me know what you think about what I just said, and stay tuned for more. Bye.